Hello everyone! So we are still here in Florence in the factory of the Collettivo di Fabbrica, and behind me is the next part that we are going to build, where we will be able to sleep in, so the trailer that I will take on my trip. Take a look at this. Right now it doesn't look like a trailer at all. It was built as a passenger vehicle, like a rickshaw, to transport tourists around the cities, and it was created in Bologna, but the project failed, and the Collettivo has two of these vehicles not fully assembled here, and one of them, exactly this one, we will use. So the first step is going to be to disassemble everything. I've got help by two colleagues of the Collettivo, Marco and Mario. Thanks a lot for your help. You will see them shortly. Here comes the professional helper. He is Vanelli, one of the welders and builders of the bikes of the Collettivo, and always everything here is a group project, so now he helps to cut. Alright guys, like always, once the chief comes out, I was only the guy handling the tools, but we almost finished. Now we're just cleaning up. We removed quite a lot today, so those parts here, carbon fiber actually. The seats, some very heavy parts, also from the steering wheel, all the electrics. Removed the seat, we removed the mirrors, and this is only part of what we removed. We have to tidy up a little bit. We also removed the roof, we removed the chains that were powering the drive shaft. So we did quite some work today. We have to weight it, but I think we lost about 30 kilograms today, which is quite good, because also this bike cannot be, or this trailer cannot be too heavy. We have a steel frame below, which maybe is the right thing to have, because once we are in Africa and if something breaks, it will be possible to weld it, but with aluminium I'm not so sure. So probably we're going to keep the steel frame below and then build the cabin out of this aluminum structure. Today we are again in Florence, and how could it be any different? But there is another manifestation or demonstration. Today is Friday the 14th of November, and globally there is the global climate strike. So we are going to pay a visit to Fridays for Future Florence today. We didn't yet finished or even continued our work on our trailer. So the Italian clocks, they are ticking much slower than the German ones. I'm quite annoyed, but we have to stay strong. We have to find a solution for many problems, order the material, and then finally start working. I hope that in the next 2 weeks we finally can start the work, and I assume once we have all the material, we will need 2 weeks to finish it. We are late for the demonstration. Now it is already 3 minutes to 5 in the evening, and we should arrive in 11 or 10 minutes, so we will be 7 or 8 minutes late, but since we are in Italy, I assume shouldn't be a problem. The demonstration will not start on time, so hang tight, we will go there together. Yeah guys, take a look. This is Fridays for Future Florence right now. I assume it has been bigger before. The status of the climate action activists is pretty poor, even though it's COP30 right now. So a lot of reasons to be here. But anyhow, we support them.
Chi è? Perché è qua in Piazza Santissima Annunziata e cosa sta facendo? Okay. Aspetta, 3, 2, voglio prendere anche il coso. 3, 2, 1.
Hi.
So now, after you interviewed me, it's my turn. Who are you and how are you?
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm from Fridays for Future Florence. And I'm kinda satisfied with this flash mob and the square we took today. It was a really great evening. I liked the metaphor we brought and the things we said. I think it was in total a positive experience, and that we reached many people. Not many, but the good ones. I think we got to get something with other people, and we can build bridges and go on like that.
What is the message from this strike in maybe 2 or 3 sentences?
We want to let the leader in the COP30 know that we are watching, and that this time we're not watching passively. We are also demanding a change that has never been asked before, and that so indigenous people will be heard, and that the change needs to actually be from the bottom up and be drastic.
And if you demand such strong changes and you look at the numbers of participants of the manifestation, like what is the status of Fridays for Future in Italy right now?
I think in other cities it's actually much stronger. Unfortunately in Florence it's not as strong, but I think we can build something anyway. I think it just needs to... Just give me a minute. I think we don't need to be many, but we need to be still and to try to build as much as a strong hold that we can.
Okay, thank you very much. One tip. What is tip in English?
Advice.
One advice for people who are watching, how to build strength and how to organize yourself.
I think the first thing you have to do is to talk with other people and to find people that think like you. And then you get something, because together you can actually build something and have great ideas, and then the change will come after that.
Yeah, thank you for the message. All right, guys, we are back at GKN, and I went to the mall to Leroy Merlin. I don't know if you can see the big sign, to buy some tools. I bought a big drill bit, 40 millimeters, and also some angle grinder discs, because we have to continue our work. I think today we will not use those, but my goal is to disassemble the trailer further. I will dismount those screws to separate the aluminium from the steel frame, because we have to do several changes on both. I will quickly talk you through what the plan is. Right now, the wheelbase is too wide apart, so the width is too far. We have to narrow it down to 1 meter. Right now it's 1.20 meters. So we're gonna have to cut 10 centimeters here and weld it again, and also from the bottom part. And also here we have the same problem, but we cannot really make it much longer because otherwise this tube would become a spring. So what we are going to do is we are going to cut here, and also those parts we are going to prolong this tube, put this angle on this tube and place the wheels here. So we are also going to dismount this one, and then the wheels will be inside here. I have to build a wheel case around it, but this is the plan. But in order to be able to do it, we have to disassemble everything, and then we can start the welding job. And also for the aluminium frame, I want to cut here, I want to cut this part, and somewhere I want to cut this part as well here, the previous steering mechanism, and put a hole either through here or a little bit further, where I put those here. I will put them inside this tube, because right now we don't have the opportunity to weld aluminium. That's why I bought the 40mm drill bit. So we can make a hole. We put some tube, some inner tube. I have to measure the inner diameter of this tube. I can measure that one here. I assume it's 2mm, but I want to be precise. Then I will buy the proper aluminium tube that we can put inside, and then we can, either screw or rivet. I think rivet the other tube onto the other tube, so we have a tight connection inside this bigger tube here. All right, first part done. And that was quick. I think I will try to disassemble this one. Need a drill and a drill bit for that. But this we are going to do in the next video. And also in the next video we are going to weld the frame at least, and continue working on the other half of the frame, the aluminium part. So stay tuned, give us a follow. Also, what is coming up is huge. I cannot disclose it now, but it has to do with Fridays for Future and this factory. So if you don't want to miss any big updates and big news, stay tuned, give us a like, a follow, help the algorithm to push this channel, and also leave a comment. And see you soon with the chains of change.